What's going on, everybody? It's Jonathan and my CanJam New York 2024. Is this already 2024? Yep. Wrap-up video starts now. So let's go. So y'all, what an amazing experience CanJam 2024 New York was. Special thanks to the HeadFi team that puts this all together. It was their largest CanJam that they've had. The last CanJam and the first CanJam I went to was in Houston. And that one was easier for me, especially being my first CanJam because it was smaller. I was able to check out everything that I wanted to check out and not feel pressured that I was running out of time. This one was huge, and I could tell that it was going to be huge, and they didn't even really need to tell me it was going to be the largest one ever, because they kept adding more vendors. And as they started adding vendors, I made lists. In fact, in my notes on my phone, I had listed out all the headphones, all the IMs, all the DAPs that I wanted to hear. I didn't even use that list this time. There's a reason for that, though. It actually worked out better that I didn't, because I don't think I would have been able to hear as much as I did if I was beholden to that list. But I digress. It was an amazing time. I think I did it the right way, where there were specific things I wanted to see, and I wasn't depressed that I missed out on something. In fact, one thing I thought I missed out on, I didn't, because I was able to run into him at the end. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. I'll tell you about that in a minute. So let's talk about some of the vendors that were there. Music Tech is a New Jersey-based company that has some of the most amazing total IMs. Another cool thing is a lot of the people that, if you're on the HeadFi forum, there's a water cooler group. IM guys, headphones guys, crazy $1 million stereo guys, but a bunch of cool guys, and they were all hanging out at that table most of the day. And just how friendly and generous they were. One of the gentlemen gave me one of his invites to hear something amazing. I'll tell you about it. On his personal, on himself, or what he brought to the show, was the Amber Pearl with the Cayenne N30L, some crazy setups that you might not ever get to hear, but these people are so friendly and so nice and so willing to let you hear their gear. Like, it was an amazing thing. So the Music Tech table was awesome. Got to hear Aureolus, Trey the Bird, and then there's a new version of that that's coming out. Got to hear the Elysian Annihilator, very special. Also heard the Pilgrim, which is their new one that's going to be coming out, I believe, next month or the month after next, maybe May. That's gonna, if it comes out at the price that they're saying it's going to come out, that's a disruptor. It's really good. I got to hear Campur 622B, I believe. Amazing. There's so many great IMs that have just come out or are coming out now that it's probably the best time to love IMs, because I feel like they've hit a certain level, and now you've got so much competition that you have to sound good, and then they're companies that are bold with their sound. So if you like a specific sound, there's an IM that you can find. And the great thing is, it doesn't matter how much it costs, because there's levels that you can find that'll make you happy. Another great vendor that was there was Bloom. I ordered my Theaudio Monarchs from them. I got to sit down and talk to Fur Audio's founder, Bogdan, cool guy from Ukraine. My wife's Ukrainian. Got to hear his philosophy about designing. As one of the IMs I really wanted to hear was the Fur Audio Xenon 6. Didn't disappoint. Got to hear the Radon 6. But it was just an amazing room with tons of IMs, not too loud. Bloom brought a bunch of stuff for you to listen. And the people were so friendly and everything like that. Now, you know how much I love the Raven, so I had to hang out with Empire Ear. It was great. Met Jack. It's pretty sweet. They have a new one with Estelle and Kern. I have notes on that too. That's the other thing. So when I went this time, I actually took notes and took video and everything like that. And they're going to be impression videos that will be coming out after this video. This is just basically the video of how good it was and what I got to do and who I got to hang out with. And it was a really good time. Obviously had to make a note, which I dropped because there were just so many things that happened. Alex was there from Meze with the rest of the Meze team. They were absolutely incredible. I did not get to hear the Lyric 2, unfortunately. And that's okay. Maybe next month in Chicago, I'll get to hear them, because there's a stereo show there. But it was like one of those things where there were so many things to do, I wasn't able to hit everything that I wanted to do. But at the end, I did get to spend some time with Alex, and something that I should have done last time, but I did this time, and they're stuck on something, was we got these. So review coming here really soon of the Empyrean 2s. Still happy with the way they sound. They still sound amazing. So that will be coming soon. Theaudio, Fat Freck, Elysian. There were so many booths, So many great things to hear. The show was loud. Dallas was probably easier to listen to headphones, especially if you were able to get into the certain rooms because they were able to close the door. People were being respectful. But the main floor was really, really super loud. So my main objective was IEMs in a sense because for the most part, they can pretty much cancel out a lot of the sound, most of the sound. Oh, so let's talk about things that will be coming out soon that I can talk about because I did hear something that I did hear something, but I can't talk about it, and it's a prototype, and it was amazing. That's all I can say. The Elysian Pilgrim, I think I noted before. The Annihilator is a superstar, but it's really, really super expensive. It's $3,000, but it is a superstar when it comes to treble. It probably has the best treble of anything. It's just separated, extended, shiny, beautiful, airy, but not sibilant. It's not something that's going to hurt you or bother your ears. It's great. Even if it is for you, you can tip roll it and probably tame it a little bit and still get so much greatness from it. Well, they have a new one coming out called the Pilgrim. Take that same, I would call it like the Annihilator Light, and if the rumored price of around $500 is accurate, I'd be scared if I was another IEM company. Like, truly, I'd be kind of scared because it's that good. It was a great sounding one. Noble had their Onyx there. It's a total. It's expensive. Not expensive as the Ragnar, but I believe it's going to be around $3,200, $3,300. It reminded me a lot of the Raven, a lot of punch, clarity, just bone conduct. It just was a great sounding IEM. More thoughts on that later because I took notes. I had never heard the Singularity, so I heard the Singularity, but then they brought the Duality, which is supposed to come out near late summer. Excuse me. So the Singularity is a single DD. The Duality, of course, is double DDs. And I'm talking about woofers. Now, this is what's crazy. Those guys at that booth were amazing. They were hilarious. And they were like, we want you to hear something. So I put them in my ear. He runs his DAP up. And literally, he put on a bass track and it felt like there was a subwoofer in my head. I've never heard, I don't think I've heard an over ear with bass as good as a Duality, especially with this track. Like, it literally blew my mind. So that's something fun to look forward to. Symphonium has a Titan that's supposed to be coming out next month after next. Wow. It is, I don't even know what it is. I don't know what the driver configuration is. Rumor has it it's a DD plus armatures. The bass on that thing, I think it's supposed to be around $1,000. A very good fighter of the Theaudio Monarch MK3s. It sounded really, really, really good. That was an amazing sounding $1,000 IM. Like, that was a crazy thing. There were so many companies there. Heck, ran into Critical. Crin, what's up? He was awesome. It's funny because his personality in real life is the same thing as in videos. Like, he's not changing much. He's just as sarcastic, but he's funny. And it generally seems like a nice guy. So of course, what everybody's been waiting for, the Dusk prototype was there. And that was cool. More on that later. What else was there? Make sure I go through on my list. Duality, Titan, Noble, Onyx. I'm probably leaving something out. Watch my videos afterwards because I have tons of notes on tons of different IEMs that I heard. And I'm probably leaving something out. So what else? Oh, Beans, the same guy that had the amazing equipment in his bag that let me listen to that I met at the Music Tech booth, had a private invite for the Narukami amplifier. And he was like, hey, I've got an extra spot. Would you like to come with me? Now, this is a $105,000 amplifier with $4,500 headphones set up with it. And he was like, hey, come with me. So it was him and his father. It was in one of the top floors of the hotel. It was in a suite. Pictures I'll show you here of what it looks like. And my God, it sounded pretty amazing. He brought another gentleman from the group's Sesvaras up. So the first song I listened to was with the Sesvaras, and I'll have a video on this too. And the second song I listened to was a Doobie Brothers song, You Belong to Me, using the wood headphones, the headphones that come with it. Whew. Amazing. Sounded good. The other thing that I was able to do, Sennheiser HE1s. So I was able to sign up for that, was able to go listen to them. I have a video on that out. If you haven't seen how it starts up, I got video of that. It's absolutely totally amazing how that thing just starts up. It's crazy. It's ludicrous. For $60,000, you get the cool factor with it. You also get the sound factor with it. It sounded amazing. To end this video, I'm going to be dropping a whole bunch of videos after this with impressions of everything that I heard. Reviews will be ramping up again. I've got a crap ton of IEMs over there that I need to do. I also got the Hype 4, which just came out. I have the Project M that are coming. I need to finish the Sennheiser Momentum 4 and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, also, I will be comparing the Hype 4 because I keep seeing this question asked online. Is the Hype 4 80% of the Theaudio Monarch? Well, I have them both here. So I'll be able to compare them and let you know how I feel about that. Might be different from you, that's fine. But those are the things that are becoming soon. So if you can, I know money's tight. Money can be kind of ridiculous. But if you're in this hobby, and I'm not being paid by any of these companies to make this video, they've just been companies that have been good to me. If you're in the New Jersey or the New York area and you can stop by, oh, I left one out. 46 Audio. They have a store about 3 blocks from Times Square in New York. I went in there, hung out before CanJam, listened to a whole bunch of stuff. They were so cordial. I listened to some Odins there. In fact, I got a video on going there too. So that'll be showing too. But if you are able to, especially in the United States, we don't have these awesome stores like they do in Asia where it's like 6 stories of headphones and everything you can listen to. If you can go to something like CanJam and hold off before you just blind buy something, it'll probably be better for you because it's just everything's there. Hell, you could actually reach out to, if you know a store is going to be there at that CanJam, you can reach out to them and ask them to bring something, and more than likely they're going to say yes. So, and plus it's a great experience. If you're not on the HeadFi, they're not paying me, but if you're not on the HeadFi forum, great group of guys. I met at least 20 of them in real life. Like, these guys go eat together. They've become friends through their passion of listening to cool stuff. And when they go to shows, they hang out. They bring stuff. They share stuff. Like, it's an amazing thing. So if you can go to a CanJam, it would behoove you to if you can. If you can't, it's okay because music is always going to be around. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is my CanJam wrap-up. It was awesome. And my next few videos are going to be just the whole experience and giving you impressions of what things sounded like. Talk to you soon.